He's going to second that, obviously, for us right now. My goodness.
Yeah, there is so much that's going on right now, and there's so much information to throw at you. I'm trying to kind of sort things out. It kind of feels like I'm a little bit of a doctor at this point. 34 was today's top temperature. I know it's not usually the way we start off our big weather, but it was really nice earlier this morning. Temperatures were declining, and the temperatures continue to fall. By Saturday morning, we will be below zero. The air temperatures will be below zero. Then we're going to start to turn our focus to the winter storm that is coming. That will impact us on Sunday and set us up for a kind of snowy start to the day on Monday. Let's get you caught up with 3 things you need to know right now. The cold weather advisory that was issued is going to continue for tomorrow into Saturday morning. There was also a winter storm watch posted for the day on Sunday. It starts late Saturday night, goes to Monday morning, but really honing in on Sunday throughout the day. And then once that storm goes by, we've got a nice snowpack that's likely to be laid down, Arctic air that lingers, frigid air that is going to stick around with us. So it's really the cold air. I know it's not very glamorous to talk about, but it is colder than normal, especially considering where we've been just today. Dangerously cold temperatures for the next few mornings, people, pets, pipes, and if you have to, pivot plans if you're sensitive to the cold air. If you're not sensitive to the cold air, you're probably going to think it's a great day tomorrow. But it is a day that the National Weather Service deemed a cold weather advisory day. And again, that is because of these frigid temperatures and even colder wind chills. We will start the day right around 10 and then fall back into the single digits as the day goes on. It'll be a little blustery, but we do get a nice mix of clouds and sunshine. Here's your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. 8 a.m. 12 degrees, 8 p.m. 3 degrees. Wind chills throughout the afternoon expected to be 10 to 15 degrees below zero. So nice day, but a cold day. So Friday and Saturday, really our weather impact alerts are totally focused on the cold air. Sunday is when the snow gets here, and it looks like it's going to be with us all day Sunday, moving out Monday, and then we have continued cold temperatures we're expecting next week. The latest on the storm, the winter storm watch has been posted. A watch means all the conditions are coming together, all the ingredients are on the table that we're going to start to cook together this winter storm that looks like it's going to be impactful for us. But as far as what's changed, we will constantly be fine-tuning things. That's the point we're at right now. So we know a storm is coming. Now we start to get into the details of it. So the winter storm watch, the entire state of Ohio, with the exception of Williams County, northwestern Ohio, under this winter storm watch Saturday night, Sunday, and into Monday. Here's the big picture. We have all of the excessive cold outlooks and really danger cold, like 50 degree below zero wind chills in Minnesota kind of cold. The extreme cold warnings are out for the northern plains, and then you get into these pinks, purples, and blues. This is all associated with this developing winter storm. So if you can point to the winter storm right now, I'd really appreciate it, because a lot of folks are going, what winter storm? Well, remember, it's the cold air that's in the driver's seat on this one. So once that cold air comes in, it's going to lay down the boundary, and then the winter storm will develop on the southern edge of that boundary. This is the energy that's going to drive this winter storm. So the upper level low is here. It's providing rain into California. We have all of these clouds that are starting to show up now, moving through northern Mexico and into Texas. That's the beginning of the moisture feed. As this develops, we'll get a secondary, even more potent moisture feed that's going to come out of the Gulf. And it's the combination of the upper low, the Gulf moisture, and the cold air, and that's when you have the genesis of this storm. So we get the cold air in here first, and here comes that storm system, right? It's going to start to come together tomorrow afternoon. We'll start to see the interaction of the moisture with the cold air first in the central plains, and then fast forward to Saturday at noon, and now you can see we've got a pretty robust storm system set up with snow spreading out in the central plains, an icy mix Oklahoma City down through Dallas. This whole thing slides eastward, and at the same time it's sliding eastward, we're getting more and more Gulf moisture pulled into it. This is where there's so many little things that could go right or wrong in this whole thing. Number one, we have 2 lows that are starting to set up. Now, when you split lows, you're splitting energy. Typically, we would see the East Coast low take over and steal all of our thunder, and the whole thing slingshots out to the East Coast. But This is some pretty robust cold air, and there's a lot of energy that's associated with that cold air. And so we are looking at maintaining the energy on the west side low. This is a big deal, friends, because this is going to keep the snow cranking over the state of Ohio through the day on Sunday. It finally starts to wind down Sunday night and into Monday, but by the time it does, it looks like we're going to be painted with a pretty good amount of snow. The overall snow totals have gone up for Northeast Ohio as the adjustments have been made to pull that snow track a little bit farther to the north. Notice the range though. So Sandusky to Dover, totally different outcomes. So we're probably looking at the 8 to 14 inches across northern Ohio. I know that's a big range. We're going to fine tune things. If the storm shotguns to the East Coast, we're going to pull those numbers down. If it keeps coming up and we know we're going to get a better moisture feed, we might have to crank the numbers up. But right now we're looking at a 8 to 14 inch snowfall. And remember, the majority of that falls through the day on Sunday, so it's going to be impactful. Now's the time to plan. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. We're going to be in the 10-degree range tomorrow morning and then falling into the single digits through the day. Hopefully our reporters have hoods and mittens and all the hats and whatnot ready to go. Below zero to start the day on Saturday with a sunshine mixed with clouds in the afternoon. And then here comes the snow. All day Sunday snow. Major impacts on the roads. It's going to be rough to get around. Then Monday, that all moves out. And then look at the cold that sticks around next week. We don't even make it back up till 20 until Sunday next weekend. So there is a long extended period here where we're dealing with bitterly cold air.
Relentless.
Yes, and we're not leaving the house on Sunday. We've already discussed it.
Thanks, Betsy.
Thanks, Betsy.
You bet.